Alright everybody, welcome to the structure section, and today we are going to talk about swing structure and inner structure. I'm your boy Pet, let's go. So let us just do some drawings to make things a bit easier. So as I already mentioned, we have two types of structure, okay? So the first type of structure is our swing structure. Our swing structure is pretty much our highest and lowest points in our legs. And everything in between the swing structure is pretty much inner structure. So swing structure we can always classify when price breaking structure, okay? Our swing low is always the lowest point before price is breaking structure, and our swing high is always the highest point before price doing a deep correction or a pullback. Same thing here again, price breaks structure to the upside. So our swing low is the lowest point before price breaks structure, and our swing high is the highest point before price pulling back, right? We're going to classify what a pullback exactly needs to, that we can call it a pullback. But first of all, I want to make things clear that the highest point or lowest point before price breaks structure is always the swing high or swing low. And the lowest point or highest point before price pulling back is then the swing high or swing low, okay? So that's the bullish example. For the bearish example, like I already said, the highest point before price breaks structure is the swing high, and the lowest point before price pulls back is the swing low, okay? Same thing, highest point before price breaks structure is the swing high, and the lowest point before price pulls back is the swing low, okay? So this is our swing structure. Now we know that price is not only expanding and do anything like just moving, right? So we know that price is actually creating within the swing structure also small structure, what we can consider as inner structure, right? And inner structure is important to understand that we know when the swing structure, or let's say once price is pulling back, if we can read inner structure properly, we can then identify when price on the swing structure perspective is going to pull back or is going to end a pullback, okay? So let's just see and look at this example here. As we know, price creating swing structure, it's always creating inner structure, okay? So in this case, we have bullish inner structure, we're making higher highs and higher lows, right? And then we're creating bearish inner structure where we're making lower highs and lower lows, right? But because we're focusing on our swing structure, we know that this inner structure, bearish inner structure, is only for a short time for our swing structure to pull back, okay? So that means once the inner structure is now changing from bearish to bullish again by making higher highs and higher lows again, the inner structure is realigned with the swing structure, okay? So these are the two types of structure we have. Let's just go over some examples. So this is the daily chart, okay? So we see, let's just start from this high, that price is creating small structure here. We're making smaller, lower highs and lower lows, right? And then here again, some higher highs and higher lows. And then again, some smaller, lower highs and lower lows, right? But ultimately, our swing structure is this here. From this high to this low to this high to that low, okay? So this is what we mean with swing and inner structure. And it is important to read inner structure properly so we can tell when price wants to pull back and when price is going to end the pullback. So if we look at this example here, right, where I said, okay, we have this leg, this leg, this leg to this leg, and our inner structure is still bearish, right, because we keep making lower highs and lower lows, okay? Let me just use red. So what is happening next? All right, now we change from inner bearish structure, from making lower lows and lower highs, to inner bullish structure, right? We broke that high now. So we broke that inner structure high, and now that indicates us that price is potentially doing a pullback now, because our swing structure is bearish, but our inner structure is bullish. That could indicate us, okay, price is pulling back now. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. TradingView just lagged. So just to repeat it, now inner structure bearish, change to inner structure bullish by taking out that high. And now, as you guys previously seen in the break of structure topic, we have a real break of structure because we close with the body above the high. So this is an inner structure break. Okay. So how can we classify a pullback? For a pullback, I want to see at least price comes to the 30% of the Fibonacci from the whole leg, right? So this is now this is around 50%, so 30% should be around this area here. So I want to see price at least come around the 30% area, so I would consider it as a real pullback. Also, what I want to see is that price creating some inner structure for its pullback. So I don't want to just see price pulling down, right, pushing down, and then just doing something like this. I wouldn't classify this as a pullback, because I want to see price really creating some inner structure before it continues. Okay, so therefore I have the rule that I want to see at least 2 inner structure breaks, and I want to see that price comes at least to the 30% area. So that's just my view. You can backtest this. Maybe you want to have another rule, like 3 break of structures maybe come to the 50%, but that's what I'm using. So it definitely works. Okay. Okay, good. Let's just keep price and continue price. So basically now we have, we change from bullish inner structure to bearish inner structure by taking out the low here, right? So let me just draw it out. Delete this. So we're breaking the small inner structure low here. This indicates us now that price probably going to end the pullback. What do we have? We have the inner structure is bearish and is realigning with the swing structure. Indicates that price probably ends the pullback, right? So let's see what it does. Exactly. Looks like it's going to end the pullback and breaking new swing structure. Okay, so the new swing structure break is right here. Break of structure to the downside, sorry. So then this is our new high and this is our new low, right? And like I mentioned earlier in the drawings, the highest point, okay, that's a bearish market condition. So the highest point before price is breaking structure is always our swing high, right? And the lowest point before price is pulling back is our swing low. Okay, so price is trading between this range and this range, and everything between this range, price can do whatever it wants to do, is only called inner structure. Okay, so as long as price is not breaking that high here, we still bearish. Okay, so now we need to look at inner price action to see when price is potentially pulling back and when price is potentially ending the pullback. Okay, let's look for another example. So price keep making smaller inner structure, higher highs and higher lows. So price broke from bullish inner structure to bearish inner structure, and now the inner structure is realigned with our swing structure, indicates us that the pullback probably ends. And what is price going to do? It breaks the low, right? So now we have this as our leg, this is our swing leg, and now same thing, price turns from inner structure bearish to bullish by breaking that inner structure high here. So this indicates us a pullback again. Let's see what price does. And breaking new structure to the downside. This was a kind of hard one to read because price didn't really creating a lot of inner structure. So this is something I wouldn't consider as a real pullback. So for me, it would be really from here to here to here to here. Let me just delete all the mess here. And the theory and the understanding of swing and inner structure works for every of our core time frames. So everything we're going to teach you is for every time frame. So it's not only for the daily or for the 4 hour, it's basically for every core time frame we have, okay? So this is everything within the swing structure and inner structure. Okay, trading view is lagging again. Let me just reload the website. Okay, perfect. So same thing counts for the 1 minute as well. Same thing counts for the daily. It doesn't really matter. Let me just go to a screen clean chart. Just delete this here. Okay. So if we now look at this bit of price action here, right? Now we know already how to mark out properly breakout structures. And now we understand how to mark out swing structure and inner structure. So this is our swing structure from here to here, from here to here, right? So we now bearish. Let me just go back in time. So we are bearish to the point the price is breaking either this high, then we would turn bullish, or breaking that low again, we would continue being bearish, okay? So let's see what price is doing. Like I already mentioned, our swing high is the highest point before price is breaking something, and the swing low is the lowest point before price is pulling back, and that obviously counts for the bearish market condition. So let's see what price is going to do. All right, here in that case, price broke bullish to the upside, right? So we are not anymore in a bearish market condition. Now we are in a bullish market condition because we made a higher high. Okay, so where is now our swing low and swing high? Which one of those lows is now our swing low? And that's still the same thing, okay? The lowest low that broke something is still our swing low. That low is the lowest point before we broke structure here. So therefore, this is our swing low. Let's see where price is going to pull back. All right. So in this case, we have no proper pullback, right? So if we want to see if this is a proper pullback, let's take out our fib. Okay, price never really came to around 30% of the leg. So I wouldn't count this as a pullback. And on the other hand, it never really created some inner structure to the downside. So that's like two things price is not doing. So I don't count it as a valid pullback. So for me now, our whole swing leg is this one here, okay? And you see again in the swing leg, we have a lot of inner structure going on, okay? And this is where we really need to combine the inner structure with the swing structure to understand properly what the swing structure is going to do next. Basically, the inner structure is giving you always indications what the swing structure could do next, okay? All right, that's pretty it for swing and inner structure. I hope you guys could learn something new. If you have any questions, like always, just feel free to ask in the community chat. You can post your markups, we can correct them. Feel free to ask any questions you want to, and we're going to see us in the next topic. I'm your boy Pat. Peace out.